amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another G.O.T. Extra Anime Revisited reaction. So, if you don't know what's going on here and you're new to this channel, which by the way, you should 100% subscribe to this channel. It is my dedicated anime-only channel. We check out loads of different anime over here. We have a professional editor on this channel. The videos are awesome. And every single Friday, we do a revisited reaction where we go back and check out anime openings from anime I've now watched. So we see it through a different perspective, we check out the lyrics, and we reanalyze it through different eyes as someone who wasn't a fan of anime when I first watched a lot of these to someone who now is. It's been a lot of fun. The feedback from this series has been widely positive, so you guys all seem to really be enjoying it. Let me know what you want to see next Friday. Put your recommendations down below. And let's jump into my first time ever revisited reaction to easily one of the best openings I've ever heard. Hell's Paradise's work, and also the Hell's Paradise ending. Oh, this opening is so freaking awesome. It's such a good opening, let's be honest. I just want to say, if you haven't seen Hell's Paradise, because I know it got like overlooked quite a lot when it was released, if you haven't seen it, just watch it. If you haven't seen it, yeah, that makes sense. Just watch it. Just trust me. Just watch it. Anyone who's moaning about the animation really just has a crazy high bar set for animation, because the animation I think is freaking awesome. It's very good. This opening, man, is so good. It's such a good opening. Such a good opening, dude. Oh man. I don't even want to pause. I'm just gonna let it keep going. It's weird because I remember when I watched Hell's Paradise, I don't remember why, maybe some of you watching this can remind me, but when I watched this anime, I literally remember there being something in the anime that a lot of people didn't like, that I myself was neutral on, but ended up having to defend by the end of the series. And I was like actually defending it. What was it? Does anyone remember? I can't remember what it was. And if anyone remembers, because I mentioned it recently, like there was an anime that I was watching where I ended up having to argue defending it, even though I wasn't like massively into it. And I can't even remember what it was, but everyone said it was Hell's Paradise, but I don't remember why. I might have to go back and watch my own fucking reactions to it to see why. I'm saying now, the opening is so good. It's so good. How do you not like that song? It's such a good song. It's easily one of my all-time favorite openings. I 100%. You got the fantastic freaking like metal rock freaking jazz infused instrumental, which I can't even begin to explain what it is, but it's awesome. It's like they took a metal band and a jazz band, just mushed them together, and somehow it worked. And it does bloody work. It sounds so great. You have these awesome vocals. You got the male vocalist, you got the female vocalist, and they just crush it over this instrumental. You got this really nice sort of epic beat as well. Like, I love the introduction. I love the epicness of it. And I love how it just adds to the adrenaline that is Hell's Paradise. Maybe it was the pacing. Was it the pacing I was having to argue for? My only issue with Hell's Paradise, if I'm looking back at it, was the ending. And I've said this. I thought the ending of Season 1 was a bit annoying. That's my only issue. I'm not going to go into spoilers just in case you haven't seen it. But that was most people were fine with the ending, but me personally, I was like, the ending I found a bit irritating. I was like, because the ending sets up where Season 2 is obviously going to go, but I feel like the ending kind of dampens a character a lot. And I feel like that's because there's a character in Hell's Paradise who's quite powerful, especially in comparison to everyone else. And I feel like they did that classic thing where if a character's too powerful, they always get nerfed. They always get either injured, or they're like trapped, or they're teleported, and it happens in every story ever. It's happened in every show I've ever seen. From Heroes to Supernatural to Game of Thrones, like everything. Everything. I'm not going to go into spoilers about all of those shows, but if you've seen them, you know exactly what I mean when they take a character who is incredibly strong and they just go, actually you've been cursed and now your powers are halved. And it's really annoying. I like anime where, and TV shows and movies where they don't do that. And I feel like the ending of Hell's Paradise kind of does that. You had a character with a goal, character with an idea, and then they were like, and now this happens to you and it's going to change everything. And I was a bit like, oh man, but I'm curious if they ever make a season 2. I don't know if they will, but I'm curious to see where it goes. But anyway, it's time for the full opening with the lyrics, which I've never reacted to before. And man, this is long overdue because this is one I've always wanted to see. So let's just go. The intro is the best part, man. Man, I'm just gonna focus on those lyrics. Give you a name. Such a cool song. This band, like, this is band. Why have I not reacted to more from this band? Or have I? Is this like a band that just formed for this song? This is such a good fucking song. It's such a good song. I have to like apologize. I really should be checking out more from this band as well. It just this channel is controlled by the viewers, so we just haven't got round to it. But my word, this song is so good. It is ridiculously good. It is ridiculously good. It is one of those examples, sadly, where the opening supersedes the anime. That's not me saying the opening is better than the anime. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's me saying the opening is more famous than the anime, which is the same I'd say with, like, I don't know, would you say that with Tokyo Ghoul and stuff like that? What openings would you say are more famous? Domestic Girlfriend's an example, right? Ah, man! Ah! It's ridiculous. That female vocalist has such a cool voice. Like in the opening verse, she sort of like rides a sort of lower, more like attitude-based note tone, and it is very cool, and it matches the sort of cool energy the song has, especially with that awesome intro. And then with the chorus, just raises that octave level, just goes into like a higher note register, and just rides that like sort of higher screech throughout the entire chorus. And it just fucking, it's so good. It's ridiculous. It is actually a ridiculously good song. It's ridiculous. After finishing the toast. Oh, like that kind of. I literally read that line after finishing the toast, thinking like bread, but no, it's probably like, it would make more sense for it to be like a cheers. God, this singer, man. The instrumental's insane. What even is this sound? Morello style guitar riff. Man, I should have listened to the full version of this song ages ago. What is that? Oh man, that was cool. That was cool. That was really cool. I have no idea. How would you describe what you would you just call this song funk? What genre would you put this song in? Is it just one of those like meme answers? What genre is Work from Hell's Paradise? Yes. It's gotta be, right? Oh, it's one of the coolest choruses ever as well, man. Oh, man. Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me, man? Reload! Reload! Did you hear that? The high note, man? I need to listen to more from this band. I so do. I actually really do. Oh, it's such a good opening, man. It's so good. It's so good. It's ridiculously good. Oh man, I love it so much. I forgot how much I loved it. Do you know what reminded me how much I love the Hell's Paradise opening? So, anyone know Kuma? If you don't know who Kuma is the amazing YouTuber who puts together anime compilation videos, and they do it like all the anime reactors, all the big anime reactors react to a lot of Kuma's work, and that's because Kuma makes them very copyright friendly and puts like a lot of effort into it, puts tons of work into it. Huge shout out to Kuma. So that's why a lot of anime reactors react to Kuma's stuff. Kuma recently and myself started talking, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool if maybe you talk to other anime reactors, other YouTubers, and you get their top openings and put them in videos. So Kuma asked me for mine, and I asked my Discord if there's any I'd forgotten about. I was like, oh, let me know. And my Discord fired loads at me. And one of the ones that popped up, they were like, oh, the Hell's Paradise opening, I remember you loving it. And it literally was like, unlocked a memory that I'd completely forgotten. I completely forgotten about the opening. And I was like, oh my god, the Hell's Paradise opening is amazing. And then I was like, man, I so need to check them out again. And boom, here we are. Here we are. I read the comments on the videos on these Friday ones, but you guys don't really, like, heavily recommend the next Fridays. You just mainly talk about the anime I'm reacting to. Like, I'm assuming the comments on this video are mainly going to be you lot talking about Hell's Paradise. But please, make sure you give me recommendations, because I'm trying to make it that you guys vote for every single Friday, but I'm not really getting much from the comments. So make sure you leave comments about what anime openings you would like to see revisited on these Friday slots. Because we've watched between like 30 and 40 anime, and we can check out a lot of the full versions of songs as well, which we've never done before, lyric versions as well, ending songs, OSTs, anime movies, which like 8 anime movies, all sorts of stuff. So please just put the recommendations down below. But anyway, it's time to revisit the Hell's Paradise ending after that banging fucking opening, man. It's so good. It's so good. I don't care if you hate Hell's Paradise. We can all agree the opening is just one of the best. Ah, the ending. The ending. I don't remember the ending too well. I just remember this beginning bit. Beautiful voice. Actually, like an incredible voice here, by the way. Like, stunningly beautiful voice. What an amazing singer. Just this, like, soft tone. This is a perfect example of the contrast of anime openings and endings, where you get the endings that are supposed to relax you, mellow you out, and move you on. That's, like, the whole point in it. This is really good. Beautifully done. What a beautiful voice. Is that Gabby Maru? Is that the name of the main character? It's been a while since I watched Hell's Paradise. Honestly, this singer just has such a beautiful voice. I feel like I've heard her voice a couple of times before, and obviously I have because I've reacted to this before, but like elsewhere, beautiful freaking voice. Like just what you would consider a perfect singing voice. Really nice full body tones, beautiful high notes at the end of her verses. Great voice. Got my nose running today. Hay fever season. It's coming. I'm gonna say this again. If you haven't seen Hell's Paradise and for some reason you've watched this reaction, you should change that. I don't think it at all deserves the hate it gets. I really don't. I don't understand it. It's strange. There's just some anime out there that people just don't like. And Sword Art Online is another good example. And it's weird that I'm now in the camp of defending it. But a lot of people just seem to hate on Sword Art Online, and I don't understand it. So like we recently won a Twitch tournament, and I've been watching it, and we're like nearly done with season 2 now. I just think it's pretty good. I was like, I've been watching. I'm like, what part am I supposed to hate? And like, yeah. And it's the same with Hell's Paradise. I don't understand it. I don't know why people wouldn't enjoy this. And the complaints about the animation. What? People, man, like, come on. All right, come on. Seriously, do you know what it feels like? It feels like people went and ate at a freaking Gordon Ramsay restaurant, right? This is going to be a terrible analogy, but I'm going to use it anyway. They went and ate at a Gordon Ramsay Michelin-star restaurant. They had the best food they've ever had in their life, and then the next day they went to McDonald's, and they were annoyed that at McDonald's there was McDonald's, and they were like, "Oh man, how dare they serve this here?" And so what you want about? What you want about? That's the analogy makes no sense. But what I'm trying to say is, just because something is the best thing you've ever seen, like if because I know it came out alongside Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and people were like, and it's like part of the trilogy, right? And people were like just loving those two anime, rightly so, they're incredible. And then when Hell's Paradise came out, people were a bit let down by the animation because they said it wasn't the same level as those two, like season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, season 1 of Chainsaw Man. But it's not like miles off. It's not like completely different. It's still incredibly well animated. I don't understand. I don't understand. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like you drove a Bugatti, but you got whatever car, you got a McLaren F50 or something after your Bugatti, and you're complaining about it. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's still a freaking amazing car. What are you on about? Is very good. I don't think there's any reason at all to hate on the animation of Hell's Paradise. None. If you've watched it from start to finish, you know I'm right here. There's no reason. The only like, I can't think of any mega criticisms. There's two. And one of them is only mine. I seem to be the only one who didn't like the ending. Most people loved it. For some reason, I just didn't. And when I mentioned it at the end, people were like, nah, the ending was great. And I was like, oh, no one agrees with me. All right, fair enough. I was like, I thought the ending wasn't that great. But the main complaint with Hell's Paradise was the pacing. That's what people said. They said the pacing was a bit weird. And I do agree. I think the pacing of Hell's Paradise is very strange. I think it takes place over like 1 or 2 nights. It's very slow and fast. I've never watched anything like it. The pacing is really bizarre. But I don't think it's bad. I just think it's very unique. It is very strangely paced. Cause like on one hand, like when I first started watching, I was like, Jesus. I feel like this anime is going to be over in like 3 episodes, because where it starts by the end of episode 2 is so far from the beginning of episode 1. It's insane how quickly we got here. And then I was like, Jesus. But then when we get on, when something happens, it slows down, but it still is it's like fast paced slow. So it's very heavy action, but only like 20 minutes pass over like 5 episodes, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, it is a bit odd, but I feel like it worked for the show, especially considering how many things are going on at one time around the island. Um, but yeah, honestly, I just really enjoyed it. When season 2 comes out, I will be there. I'll be watching it. I don't know if there will be one. It might have already been announced, but you know what they're like. They announce them and then they get put in the fucking closet, and then 20 years later they bring them out and go, what was this? Hell's Paradise. Oh yeah, we promised the season 2, and then they'll go and make it. I don't know. Are we ever gonna get No Game No Life season 2? Who knows? You know, that's right now in the closet. One day they're gonna bring it out like the Ark of the Covenant, Indiana Jones style, blow it off, open it up, melt some faces, and we'll all be there. Anyway, like the video, subscribe for more recommendations in that comment section. Have yourselves an awesome weekend. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. You press that freaking button. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.